Hey guys, welcome to the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. after show on theStreamtv. I am your host, Anastasia Washington, and with me are my fellow agents, CuriousJoi, who is apparently a raptor.
I realized my shoulders were like up to my ears. I was like, why are my shoulders up?
So we put him down.
Hey guys, how's it going?
And Agent Bryan of Good Nerd, Bad Nerd.
Yes.
So we have quite a show. There's a lot of emotions, I'm gonna say. I know I'm always the emotional one, but
Yes,
I feel
you are.
like
Melinda May was the emotional one.
Melinda May was the emotional one. So we kind of got, we didn't kind of get, we totally got Lash's origin story. So we know that vacationing is hard.
I was wrong.
Yeah, well, this did answer the question of, was he a transformed Inhuman before the events that happened in Afterlife, or if it was because of the fallout there, whether it was fish oil, whatever it was. But we did finally get that confirmation. And apparently he transforms due to the laziest field work in S.H.I.E.L.D. history.
Apparently they don't scan things for, different particles.
Or open a book.
Or open the book. They just give it to anybody. Just check this out.
Yeah.
I mean, which is good because we could have lost a few S.H.I.E.L.D. agents. Agents.
But then maybe they would have been careful. Like, oh, okay, booby trap books. These are probably important, but maybe
like,
we
what
should.
if like Phil opened it and then he died and then we had no more Phil?
I think we can all agree that
That's what
maybe there
interns are
should
for.
be a protocol for like maybe checking them out in some kind of space.
Well, there's like no. If you notice, there's like barely any S.H.I.E.L.D. workers anymore. It's literally just a team.
Except
like the place
that,
is empty.
Except that their plane is fully employed. It's full of staff, all doing nothing.
Like they just walk back and forth.
We have jobs for them. We have jobs that they need to do. So it's a book and dust. And
I know.
You don't have to raise your hand. You can just talk.
I know I was wrong that he wasn't always Lash, but he had the Inhuman gene, so
Yes.
that way he wouldn't die and disintegrate like Troop.
Okay. Yes, he did always have the Inhuman gene. And
Yeah, and so things are going well for him. Let's go to Joey. We got a little bit of Joey this time.
I was really worried they were just gonna kill him.
Yeah, I think we were all like, oh my God, Lash is just gonna kill him right now, and he got caught. He got caught before he could.
I don't think he was ever going to kill him right there. He wanted to, and he was fighting the urge, but his biggest thing is he wants to still remain anonymous and blend in and not get caught. And killing him in an interrogation room at a secret S.H.I.E.L.D. base, the Cocoon, which is the Secret Warriors base, mind you, a little shout out to the comics, but not a subtle, quiet way to kill somebody.
Not in his imagination. His imagination, I was like, wait a minute. And I was like, okay.
This is cool.
You got
It's
upset.
cool.
You got
Very
upset at
bad.
that scene.
Yeah, you were pretty ticked off. So we are seeing Rosalind and Daisy interact a lot more.
Yeah.
For the negative, positive, it's kind of it's that debate that
This
we're talking
debate
about.
is one of the big crux in the comics. It's in the comics. It's mutants, humans. This is, if you remember the X-Men films, this is what it was. You know, mutants, should they have a right to exist? You know, so they're taking that with Inhumans. It's like people didn't ask for this, but they still have these powers.
Well, it's a storyline that we see in a lot of Marvel comic books. It's a storyline that we're going to see in future movies. You know, whether people with special powers should be categorized and
Registration X of the blood.
you know, so there's a huge movie coming out about a very similar issue, and so we're seeing Rosalind and Daisy be on extremely opposite ends of this spectrum of where they think they should be. And
Though now I'm back mad at Rosalind, as you guys all watch the show, you know why now. But like, it was finally like we had someone finally put Daisy in her place. Like, though you may think you may see the good in people, you may see the good in these Inhumans, but with every Daisy there is a Lash. Like, with every other Daisy there is a Lash, and it's like, it's true. Like, not every Inhuman is going to be a good Inhuman. And that's just how.
No, and I think
it is.
they're trying to set up Coulson as the middle ground. You know, everyone cannot be saved. Everyone cannot be a part of the Secret Warriors, a part of S.H.I.E.L.D., a good guy, to help fight the good fight. But at the same time, you can't lock everyone up. You can't put everyone on ice because that's impossible with the spread of the Terrigenesis that's going on.
Well, the ideal situation would have been all these organizations working together for that goal of training those that can be trained and getting rid of those that can't. But that's not working out. So.
You're suggesting they should have had some sort of school or institute for gifted individuals.
Gifted.
Yeah, maybe some kind of institute.
With like a bald school headmaster.
Yeah, with a wheelchair, that would work.
That
Oh,
would have worked out
that's
really,
very specific,
really
actually.
well. Yeah, you got really specific there. Remember that you can join the conversation in the chat room right now, and you can also use the hashtag AOSAS all week long.
Yep.
And now to talk to us about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and all that good stuff. So we also have May Confronting Lash, which we've been waiting for since we found out, like, how is this gonna go down? And it went down like just grabbing her heart and like squeezing it and then stepping on it
Yeah,
And then
kudos
getting
to
shot.
her.
and then getting shot.
Yeah, kudos to her though. Because like she's always so stern, so serious, so just one-dimensional
Too.
because like she's a cavalry, she just goes in and just takes on things. So this was a very, very nice thing to see her have emotions, like a lot of different emotions, from happy to sad to angry to just like human.
It was a very roller coaster ride of emotion for all of us. But yeah, seeing like May's transition, I think this is the biggest transition we've ever seen her make.
Yeah.
A couple more failings of S.H.I.E.L.D. when it comes to Andrew.
Okay.
A, how did he get in the armory and get a gun? Because they don't just leave those guns lying around. And B,
He's got special privileges, okay?
he did get blown up. So I'm sure some blood work was taken and run, and at
But it
no
was
point,
deleted.
well, it was deleted, yeah, but it had to have been, he was in a bed for a while, recuperating.
Again, there's a backlog of processing evidence.
I'm just saying, S.H.I.E.L.D.
We're
is
seeing S.H.I.E.L.D. not processing
not
this stuff.
the elite spy organization they claim to be. At the
There were
moment.
some layoffs,
Downsizing.
downsizing.
It was definitely because it's like a ghost town in that ship. I don't know. Am I the
lost
only
some
one that
people.
thinks that there's like no one walking around the ship?
No, absolutely. I think I was just thinking that the body count was getting lower
A few
because of
people were like,
things.
"Ah!"
Yes, I was just thinking
that was funny.
So we also have Bobby and Hunter have their moment where they're like perfectly under the lights and like loving on each other and just for the sake of themselves and their relationship, they're gonna try to not let become Ward.
I still
In
think
the
Hunter should have
pursuit.
gone afterward. I was like, there's like, no, he's not gonna give up that easy. Yeah, he's protecting her, and he said like, I'm protecting her because I love you, and it's like, even though she says, oh no, don't return into people like him, like we become him. It's like, no, he's not gonna rest.
Hunter's
until he's
already
dead.
there. He's already at that kind of Ward level of I will do whatever it takes to finish this.
And I wonder like how that's gonna like affect their relationship in the future because he's lying to her again, I'm sure. He's keeping things from her. Yeah, sure, honey, we'll work on our relationship and not become Ward, and I'll back off it a little bit, and blah 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 blah. But when he takes down Hydra or tries to, that might put a wrench in the wedding plans eventually. I don't know. Maybe not. So then we get more Lash. We get tons more Lash, and we get the fact that he is not only transforming, he might completely lose Andrew and become Lash, and that kind of starts the whole let's go get him.
Yep. Well, that's when Lincoln comes in. He contacts
Lincoln.
Mac. It's nice that those two they're having some brother time.
Man, Mac. I was so upset. I was like, if they killed Mac, I just started liking him. He started having lines. I was so happy. And then I was like,
starting to like really get to me, and I used to be so like I do not get Mac at all, but now he's getting these amazing lines, and I don't know.
Well, I like that
getting at my heart.
he's got that very stereotypical comic book defense mechanism where he cracks jokes when he's fighting a giant monster.
Yeah.
The whole, I wish I had my shotgun axe.
Yeah.
Okay, that's funny.
But it was funny. And
Yeah.
it
I like
endears
Max
me
so
to him.
much.
And I could see, a shotgun axe right now. That would be a pretty good idea.
So taking down Lash didn't go very well. We had agents running away from him.
That was so funny. We had our little like VO moment when that one was like running away. It's like, oh, we got him. No, we don't. It's almost like the part in the Avengers when they're like shooting down Hulk, and he was like, Hulk angry, Hulk is angry, Hulk is angry. It was like that moment over again. Too bad he
know.
didn't really say that.
As soon as Rosalind said, we got him, I was like, do you though? But do you?
And of course, Rosalind does take the dive over the balcony, and I thought it was fantastic that Daisy had no idea if she was going to save Rosalind or blow her the hell up.
That is an amazing point.
It's a win-win for her.
Because, like, if she's dead...
Like, if she's dead, but if she's alive, then it's like, oh, I was trying to save you.
I tried to save you. I wasn't trying to kill you.
Whoops.
Whoop.
But yeah, another new ability for Quake
Yeah.
showed up.
Shopping mall masseuse.
You can lay down gently,
Not
and I'm
quite.
sure everyone will regret that now
Yep.
that we know what Rosalind's true game is.
So
Almost.
let's discuss that. Rosalind's true game, or at least she's talking to Hydra agents. So
Yeah.
she's double agenting for Hydra.
Which is impressive that after all the Hydra agents got the okay to be like, hey, we're Hydra, everyone, she was like, you know what, I'm gonna wait on that.
It's not time.
I'm just gonna delete my file that says I'm Hydra, and I'm just gonna hang out.
Yeah.
See how this goes.
She didn't even want to get on the Google Hangout. She was like, I'll just wait.
She's like, there's a reason for this. Powers, he's gonna come and need me. While Ward's trying to kill Phil, that just means Ward's gonna die.
Which is okay. It's okay that he dies.
It is not okay.
It's okay.
Who's with me that wants Ward to stay alive? You tell me.
It's everybody that finds him attractive.
No, that's not true. I didn't even like him at the beginning. I did not. It wasn't until he started working for Hydra.
Right.
True story, guys. True story.
So it complicates things that Rosalind's part of Hydra, not just because, she's teaming up with S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, up until that moment.
It's because she's teaming up with
The
S.H.I.E.L.D.
shipping for Coulson. That's the hashtag Coulson. That's
Coulson,
what every-
wow.
Oh my gosh.
I know. People just sit there like, what? How can I put these two names together?
Coulson.
But
That actually sounds cool, though.
yeah, well,
That's their firstborn child.
Coulson.
and I think up
Coulson.
until that phone call, all of us were like, yeah, I could get behind this. That's,
Yeah.
they're playing nice. Coulson's kind of on board with what they're doing. Holy crap, what?
Yeah, but I mean, even
Break my
last
heart.
episode, we were still like, I don't think we really trust both of them. They all
no.
have like their hidden secrets, and now we know.
Oh,
what
yeah,
they're
no.
doing.
I don't think any of us ever trusted Rosalind, but we still
Yeah,
were
no.
like, they're
She's-
cute together.
Too nice.
They are
they're
cute together, but
together.
she's been laying these little I'm just too good to be true. Look, I have this perfect
You
car.
understand, we're critiquing the lies that spies are telling. Spies whose job description is lie.
But it's spy on spy.
Yes.
There's
so,
spy versus spy games. She played another spy.
yes.
And Spy's playing another one.
what they do.
Espionage,
But how are you doing after your boy over there?
I think he's doing everything perfect except for I think that he just needs to make a bigger step. I think Fitz needs to be I think she had given him the go. I think for at least a kiss.
Yeah.
Not saying they needed to bone, although that would be fine. I'm just saying she had given him that.
And you
So
know
what do you want
And
to
you know
do
what?
about the fact that I love you?
He took the route that was more significant and important to her. Because he had listened to all those recordings and he heard there's no sunrise and she's there waiting for a sunrise. He knows that was a big deal.
I get that, but
He was being romantic.
I get it.
Romance is dead.
But
There's no time for romance.
But you know what happens with romance? A move. Some kind of move happens.
Yes, it was the sun rising.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
How
see?
many of
See?
these subtle moments have they had? It's years of subtle moments.
Yeah, he's never
Grab the
actually
girl and
dated.
kiss her.
He's never actually dated. You have to cut him some slack.
That's
He's
true.
in uncharted territory.
Listen, if he wants to practice on me, I'm
Yeah,
here.
Well, on that note. No, just kidding.
So Lash is captured, and we have to deal with what.
Speaking of that was another amazing moment with Melinda where she was ready to just kill him. Like, after all their history, everything that happened, she was just ready to kill him. And she was like, I didn't know he was going to still be alive.
That was
Like,
also
she was just ready.
the second moment in this
Yeah.
episode when Phil was like, "How did you know that would work?" Everyone was just shooting from the hip this episode. I didn't. So you were willing to kill Andrew, and you were willing to kill Rosalind. You're just,
For the greater good, though.
Shield's getting very trigger happy. And that's okay.
But what other option would you have? Like, if you
No,
were
it was the right move. I'm not arguing with that. It's just, nobody knows what's going to happen, and everyone's just shooting.
Yeah, but I think he'd been shot enough up until that point to
Yeah, but
see that he was a little bit.
He was Andrew this time,
was-
though. He was Lash the other times.
Yeah, but he's still kind of lashy, Andrewy person-y.
Well, because that's what Lincoln was saying, is that he's still in that transition period, so he's still changing. So
Yeah.
we don't know how much Andrew he actually was.
True dat.
True.
Well, Lash is captured, and that's going to get a little complicated now that we can't trust. Not that we ever trusted the ATCU.
They're going to steal him.
So we got to figure out what's going to happen with that. That's kind of crazy. So we'll be right back, and we will talk about your Twitter questions and your chats. So stay tuned.
Just in case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live, this is for you.
I love it. That was freaking
Oh my God.
I didn't see any of this coming. Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah,
I was like,
How did you get here? No.
Like, kill him. Kill him. Definitely kill him. We're cool. Shade. Shade left and right, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies, let's put your 2 cents in.
Rubbed me the wrong way and the right way.
but you were like, well, we want to know what's gonna happen.
That was cute.
We just want to say we love you all. Thank you so much for your support. You are all seriously the best in the world. Another beautiful summer at theStream.tv, y'all. Here we go, guys.
Thank you for being here. Peace out.
Bye, guys.
Hey guys, welcome back. Let's check out your Twitter questions. What do we have? Curious Joy. You have.
So our first Twitter question is from Justin Reese 24. He says, do you guys think the group that Fitz thinks is behind the portal is Hydra and Ward has the info and they will have to work with him?
I mean, that's conspiracy off of conspiracy.
Yeah,
I don't put it above them.
No, I don't think that's the case.
Well, I did mention that what if they all teamed up together last week?
No.
But they're not going to. He wants Coulson's head.
No,
I
this
think we're
This is
we're a
going to
little behind
be
there.
a different. This is like the second story arc for this season.
Sword.
No, I don't think it's
What's space? Okay, maybe not, okay?
I was there with you. I sang a
Thank you.
chorus for you.
Thank you. The second Twitter question we have is Clark Gregg, why does every episode break the fan's heart?
They do. This season has been like giving us like an emotional, like you're like, okay, my heart is like, it's okay now. I'm okay. I'm okay for a second, and they're like, nope, you're not. But I think that's what makes it amazing.
I think the season, because it's so emotional and there's so much you can do, like there's so much going on, but not so much to the point where we're not invested. Like, we're really invested this season versus other seasons where we waited for answers over and over again. It's like, we don't have to wait for answers. We're just seeing different reveals.
Right. I think that's one of the big pluses of season 3. It's just they've been moving right along. There's no drawing it out. They're not waiting for something to happen in a movie. It's just, here's what's happened, here's an answer, and because no one's really safe, I think everyone, it feels like everyone could go at any moment. And so that tension...
I know, it's so scary.
Yeah, you're an emotional wreck.
I am. Like, I'm not okay.
Yeah, like, even this episode is like, no, he's gonna die, no, she's gonna die, no, what's gonna die? I mean, I'm not
Ward
saying...
or what?
What? Not Ward.
I was like, what? Who's what?
I said, what? Well, the last Twitter thing that we have is actually a poll that was released from _A Towers. Poll, is Lash out the new Hulk out?
I think so.
Yes, I do. Although I think I'm gonna still pull around the Hulk out because just personal reasons.
You know, I think lash out is when you're doing upper body.
Okay,
You know,
all right.
like, okay, I gotta lash out, or like the rowing machine.
You know, I really liked the way that Blair Underwear used lash out to describe himself.
Yes, and
right?
that's how he got to name himself. That's,
Basically. He's like,
wait,
I just
have to lash
lashed out. Ha! See, great.
Yeah, he named it himself. He's
named
like,
it.
there's no only Hulk here. I am Lash out, not Hulk out. Yeah,
Perfect.
I still prefer Hulk out though.
Yeah, I'm a little partial Hulk out.
Yeah.
What are they saying in the chat room?
Martin Sevchek, I butchered that, but he's got an answer for you for why there are no S.H.I.E.L.D. employees or interns. They spent all the money on the new plane.
Oh, budget cuts!
Coulson loves the cool. He said that. He loves his cool toys. And so he's like, yeah, I could hire some more lab techs, or we could get this really bitchin' new
See,
plane.
I'm down with the toy buying, but then you see what happens when you don't have a lab tech is you have a big problem, like Lash.
That is true.
But you do have a cool plane, so...
Yeah.
And then another one, Martin was all over the chat today talking about Joey, and he's like, yeah, Joey's going to be around. He's definitely going to be one of the new Warriors. And,
Yeah.
you know, he's got cool powers now that he's like really developed them and he's been working with them. And
He can make things into shapes.
yes, for
That's awesome.
the S.H.I.E.L.D. art gallery.
Yes. Like we have
Which is how they're going to fund for more agents.
no,
It's all
we have
connected.
no one on the plane right now, but we need this art sculpture over there in the corner. Thanks.
It's going to save a lot of money off of that swag, like art display thing.
Yeah,
in the
they
budget.
must all be S.H.I.E.L.D. Eagles. Only. Thank you.
Oh, she doesn't get to design. Well, thank you so much for tuning in to the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. After Show. Be sure to like and subscribe and use hashtag AOSAS all week long, and we'll chat with you about the show. Thanks for tuning in. See you next week.
Bye.
See you guys.
For more Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. After Show,
Be sure to hit that subscribe button and
Subscribe to theStream.tv.